So, Joe, in these occupied remodels, right? Obviously, we have a long list of challenges associated with that. From your perspective, right? Actually, completing the work on site, what would you say is one of the biggest challenges associated with that, and how do you guys deal with that challenge and or mitigate that risk if it is?
Gotcha. So completing a project for an open clinic, so the clinic is functioning. The biggest thing.
Where do we start, right?
Yeah, right.
Just one.
Long list.
Yeah, you listen. I would say the biggest challenge across the board is cleanliness, right? Because here's the thing: is 80% of the people that work in an open clinic, they probably don't know construction, but they know clean.
Right.
So I always tell the guys, listen, if you're in the middle of the project and you're not going to finish or you're going to leave, the only thing that I ask is you leave this place spick span clean come Monday morning or come the next morning if it's a Thursday or a Wednesday, because when people go into the clinic the next day, they don't want to see dust on anything. I mean, that's when heads start rolling, when
emails start to fly.
Exactly. And I've just kind of, so
And
I've
I mean, to that point, they have patients that are coming in.
Absolutely.
Right? So they have, and it's not that they don't necessarily want to see it. They don't want to see it, but it's now you got in a healthcare type of a setting, you're seeing, elderly patients who are potentially sick or coming in with other health ailments. So now the last thing you want is drywall dust when you're walking around the clinic. So
yeah, exactly. And so like what we drive home is clean, like clean. Like if the project isn't done, fine, clean, like make sure the space is clean. We can always come back for a punch. That's not the goal, but at the end of the day, what the facility is going to look for, that's the main challenge. What they're going to look for, the people that work there, is that when they come in that morning, the place is clean. There's no dust flying in the air. They're not breathing in construction debris, none of that. It's clean and it's as if nothing ever happened, even though we're probably working in a back exam room or something like that, Right. So the biggest challenge is definitely keeping the facility clean and driving that home with our in-house team. And one of the things that we've done to mitigate that is we actually have in-house cleaners now. So if it's a weekend project and we know the project is going to be very dirty, usually around 3 or 4 o'clock on a Sunday, I'll send 2 or 3 cleaners. And the reason I do that is because while our techs are great and they can do a general mop, it's just always good to have someone who just cleans, because you and I know, like my wife can clean my home better than I can. Sure. So it's kind of the same concept. Like, can the flooring guys clean? Yeah, they can clean. Right. But I mean, they're focused on installing flooring, right? Yeah. I'd rather have a dedicated cleaner go and clean behind them as a just a sure way to make sure it's going to be ready. And so that's kind of marrying that with, the field techs has kind of been a good way to conquer the challenge. And we're not perfect, but it gets
close,
us there. Yeah,
close.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, and for us as project managers, or at least for me, it's a big help, right? Now I'm coordinating one person, right? I'm not coordinating 2 different people. You guys have the cleaning handled,
right?
And there's some vested interest or skin in the game, right? You guys work for the same team, so your flooring guys are going to pay more attention to the mess they make because their teammates, their team members are the ones that have to clean it up, right?
Right.
And I know for us, a big way in which we try to mitigate that, and I know through working with you is photo documentation, right? It's a lot harder for somebody to walk away from the mess when they have to take a picture of it and send it to the team and showcase that mess, right? So, for us in our experience, pictures and reports, which you guys are great at, are a big way to try and handle that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.